Check it out.
I'm the coach for XP League and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about picking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it.
It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boot
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice.
Go! Group in now! Push in. We don't have to get.
Good game.
All right. Welcome, everybody, on this lovely Friday winter evening. In one corner, we've got the Madison Marvels. In the other corner, we've got the Acworth Valkyrie. So these are two very strong teams. They are both in our penultimate division, the Platinum Division. Let's take a look at some of the season stats here from these two teams. Let's take a look here. So I'm going to peek into the stats here on both these teams and see how they're doing overall in their season standings from their previous games. So it looks like let's see. So it looks like the Acworth Valkyrie had a bye in one of the previous matches, so they didn't. So this might be their first game of the season. I don't think so though, because they should have had a game. Should have been another week of play here, but let's take a look at Madison here. Let's see. So Madison went up against the Triangle Griffin and have played the Franklin Wolverines. Or no, those are matches that are upcoming. So looks like Madison Marvels has actually won both of their matches. So they beat the Lone Tree Eagles, and Madison Marvels has beat the Draper Hydra. All right. So looking at the standings. Oh, this is going to be a great match. These are two teams that are both undefeated so far in their Platinum season. So only one of these teams is going to be able to continue their undefeated streak out of today's match. That is awesome. That's exciting. So Madison is up 2-0, and Madison Marvels are up 2-0, and Acworth Valkyrie are 2-0. So Madison Marvels, they played against, if I'm looking at the match history correctly, Madison Marvels beat the Lone Tree Eagles and the Draper Hydra. Draper Hydra, we highlighted them last week, and they were a really, really strong team. Oh, looks like we're in-game already. Let me go ahead and switch over to our in-game view here. No, that's my Rocket League view. There we go. Here we go.
Turret out.
And I'm going to check really quick here to make sure. All right, looks like I have it flipped here. I'll need to swap the graphics over. So I'll go ahead and I'll swap the team sides, but just know for now that the Acworth Valkyrie are actually the blue and the Madison Marvels are the red. But let me go ahead and finish what I was doing here with the stat history here. Acworth Valkyrie, let's see, who have they played? So it looks like in winter season so far, they've played, let's see, August season finale. Oh, this might be their first season playing as a team here. Well, at the very least in gold, yeah, it looks like they had a bye. Looks like they've had a bye. So I think they're... Oh, there we go. So no, they played Franklin Wolverines and they played the Triangle Griffin. So they're both very strong teams. Here we go, Swifty.
Spike
the Marvels pushing in. Gets a Pollux with a 3K already.
Last player standing.
Gavin FPV not far behind. Alright, looks like I have it flipped here. Gavin on site. Picks up the spike. Gets the plant. And now it's up to Aokoa on the Sova. Taking some chip damage. They've got the nice little stinger here. Oh, no, they got the frenzy. They got the frenzy, but they aren't able to make it happen. And Madison Marvels will go up one round. Again. Right here in the beginning. All right, let me go ahead and fix these graphics for you guys. Just 1 second. Bear with me, please. Here we go. Madison, Wisconsin. Shout out to Madison. We go. Swap this for the Marvels logo. Now the Marvels are playing themselves. But not for long. Marvels. There we go.
I have this spike.
switch this over to Acworth.
Healing.
Get the Valkyrie switched over. Change the name here. Press the magic button and it all goes. Long scene, here we go. Perfect. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so Madison take an early lead here, but you know the Acworth team. You know, if you play Valorant enough, you know that there's a certain tempo to these rounds, and you know that Acworth didn't try to win that round. That wasn't their goal to win the previous round.
I have the spike. Spike drop.
Looks like they're going to be going for a B push, a very strong B push, although all stacked up towards B, and it looks like they've got enough intel to know it.
I have the spike.
If we look here, the rest of the team has already started making the rotate in. Zol has already pushed in quite nicely for the team. Gets caught out by Koa. Let's go over here with our resident spike holder. Sage looking for the plant on the spike.
One enemy
Doesn't
remaining.
like that spot, goes for behind the box. Meanwhile, Swifty goes nuts, gets the 3K. Nice, Swifty. Swifty already piling up the KD. JD with the info in chat. JD, actually the owner of Madison. Shout out to JD saying they didn't get to play each other at North American Finals. Missed each other in the brackets. So excited to see these teams go and play, and Madison looking really nice right now. Particularly Swifty, their entry fragger on Jet. It looks like they're going to be going for that Vandal this time around. Looking for the peek on mid here. And the whole team, this is an interesting play. They're going to be trying to go through tree here, go through garden. Looks like they get the blind in. They're slowly making their way in. Both teams expending some util. Ivy with the cheeky corner play is able to catch one out, but the rest of the Madison Marvels are doing a great job of following in.
Spike planted.
And Swifty closes it out for the attackers here in round 4, bringing themselves to an early lead here. 4-0. Let's take a look at the economy for the Acworth Valkyrie here. Looks like they're opting for a full buy now, so this is the opportunity here for Acworth to get themselves back into the tempo and maybe switch some of the and maybe tip some of the momentum into their favor and get themselves moving here. Oh, I think I've got the Twitch echo in the background here. Let me fix that. Perfect. Let's take a look here. As the engagements are already kicking in underway. Not Brux. Looks like they were going for a peek on mid. Smokes out Gardens. It looks like they're the only ones on A, but they don't realize that the team's actually behind them. So, actually, no, maybe they're trying to play for the retake. That's exactly what it sounds like. Looks like they ran off-site. They wanted to get off-site. They didn't want to bother trying to fight all the team at once. Goes to 10, gets the plant. Omen getting ready to come around the corner here. Peeks Sage, goes down, but not Brux. Picks it up. And caught switching out their weapons. Sometimes you just gotta stay a little calm there. AOKA with the patience. And luckily doesn't get punished for the reload. And is able to take out 2 there to clutch for the defenders. Well done, well done. And War in the chat says, Madison has such a solid game plan right now. They really just don't falter on pushes. Definitely, their game plans are looking very decisive here. The coordination here, the timing, their team is clearly synced up. They've run these plays plenty of times in practice, and they know what their roles are. They know what they got to do.
I've got your trail.
All right, let's take a look here.
Hawk out.
We've got an ult out from Zool. Big push onto A.
Found one.
Full stack. And now the spike coming in as they plant behind generator. Meanwhile on Heaven, it's a bloodbath. But AOKA, Aokoa, doing what they can. Gets peeked out by Zool. Attackers take round 6 to bring it up to 5-1. Marvel's favor. Beautiful play out here today from the Madison Marvels, looking in great form. If you're in the chat, I have a favor to ask you. I want some audience participation here. If you're in the chat, here's what I need from you. There's a little clipper button, a little clip button. Please use the clip button and clip the hype moments from today's stream. We want to see all these exciting moments over and over again to post later on. So please help your local streamer out, help XP League out, and get some clips for these exciting moments here. Speeding into exciting moments. Swifty here, looking to peek around mid.
Here.
Playing a little slow here, dragging out, trying to drag out util, drag out some info. Ivy playing really patient. No reveal on the position. Swifty doesn't peek. Gets the kill. Can they get the double? Not quite. Zool gets it, but lots of damage put on Zool by Ivy there. Great patience from Ivy. Not Brux gets caught out by Zool. Zool, absolute menace. So strong for Madison Marvels here. And let's take a look over here on A site as Gavin holding down, swings around the corner, catches out Strat.
Out of charges.
And Pollux.
Delete.
Tall order ahead of Pollux as they're going to have to try and go for the retake here.
Last player standing.
Now it's just up to Koa. What can Koa do? 29 HP and a dream. It's a 2v1 situation. Anything can happen. The chocolate catches out the angle beautifully and stops Koa from making the comeback a reality. And War in the chat makes a frightening realization that even though these teams have never played each other, this is actually the first and third place team from North American finals that are playing each other right now. So, two extremely capable, very strong teams on any given day. I'm sure either of these teams could take the win. Let's take a look at Koa, who has the heavy responsibility of watching mid here. Peeks out against a 5-stack and gets destroyed by the column of Vandals. An interesting push here straight down mid as it looks like they're going to be going for B site. Scary here. Pollux alone on site.
One enemy remaining.
Now it's just
Spike
KO
planted.
for the classic. Just looking to maybe get some economic victory here. Not much they can do, but a flawless coming out from Madison Marvels. What a beautiful set play, going down mid, getting that, catching out. They knew they had the intel. They said, oh, you know what? They've only got Sova holding down mid. If we just push as a 5-stack down mid, we can split the team and cut them off from being able to rotate and do it, make any kind of retake. So, amazing strategy coming out of the Madison Marvels here. I'm sure if you put these two teams in deathmatch, they'd be pretty evenly matched. But this strategy here, so intelligent. Marvel's
My
here.
ultimate is ready.
Pollux catches out Zool. Zool's been a playmaker for Madison Marvel, so that could be the pick they need. Now 4v5. Madison Marvels are going to have to play it slow. Maybe consider the rotate, but Ghost catches out Knockbrux on mid, and Swifty with the catch on KO. And looks like they are making the commit. They are going to go ahead and rotate all the way to B. Oh my goodness! And I don't think Acworth has realized it yet.
Our spike carrier is killed.
But Spike goes down. It's okay. Ghost has the pickup. And it looks like it's been made their responsibility to go ahead and pick it up. But Koa with the Odin is ready for it. And now 3v1. It's looking really difficult for Gavin. Gavin can make something happen here. They're full HP, full magazine. They're ready to go. 20 seconds in a dream. Anything can happen here. Anything can happen here. And Gavin is most certainly
I'm out of here.
top fragging for Madison Marvels here. So if anybody on the team can do it, it seems like it could be Gavin. So don't underestimate Gavin by any means at all here in this situation.
Watch out!
Gavin plays for the life, plays for the econ, and is going to be ready here in the next match. Let's take a look at the economy here. Yeah. Madison Marvels. No problem here. Look at Odin from the Sova. Coming in pretty nicely there. Now, 7-2.
Take out their healer.
I believe it's only 5 more rounds before we get the switch here.
Revealing area.
So Acworth has just a few more opportunities here, but they got the intel here. They know that at least they were peeking B. They were considering B. And now Madison makes the full rotate all the way through B and is taking really strong control of mid here. KO peeking out of mid, unable to land the shots. Meanwhile, Knockbrux on the jet. Chooses to play it safe here. I think that's smart. Pollux goes down. Really tough time dealing with Zool. Both rounds, Valkyrie have won.
Player
Have
standing.
been very smart flanks, timing. War in the chat thinks that the Valkyrie just need to find a hole in Madison's pushes. Strat here with the impossible task. But the team ace. Oh, a rare team ace. Very nice. And let's take a look at the economy here for the Valkyrie. What can they even buy in this situation? What can they get? Looks like they can maybe get some Vandals. Are they going to go for, a half buy in this round? Yeah, it looks like Koa. Aokoa? Somebody in the chat, please tell me how to pronounce Aokoa, or is it A-O-K-O-A? But it looks like they're opting for the Stinger. Knockbrux here. Holding down B-A short here. Facing entirety of Acworth. Can they get the multi-spray? Unable to spray transfer onto the rest. Meanwhile, Koa dueling Swifty. Swifty gets the advantage here. And now Ghost gets the plant.
Spike planted.
Strat pulling through. A 2v3 situation, a 3v2 situation. This can happen for them.
One enemy remaining.
Ivy with a little bit of patience catches out Gavin.
Placing sentry.
Strat with a 3K and the defuse. Let's Ivy pick up the rest of that defuse there. Bringing it up. It's A-O-K-O-A.
Last round in the half.
Okay, so it's each individual letter. Understood. Thank you to Goosey Boy for following the stream. Thank you, Goosey.
Turret out.
3-8 here. So, maybe this could be the time for Acworth to pull through. Strat did wonderfully last round, picking up at the 3K, playing with their team, getting the smart flanks, getting those off angles. Meanwhile, that's not where the action's happening. The action's happening
Spike
here.
down mid.
As Notbrux and Ivy make it a 4v2. And now it's up to Swifty and Zool with the spike down.
I got the spike.
Swifty picks up the spike, looking down mid. And meanwhile, you've got Acworth stacked up on mid. They seem to have made the call that they think most of Acworth is stacked up on B and move over to A. And Swifty's going to get the plant on A, actually. Koa pulls out the ult, tries to catch them out. Decent amount of damage. And Zool trying to hold heaven.
Last player standing.
They catch Zool out pretty quickly here. And smart play here from Acworth gets them the win here for round 12. Good half coming out in the chat. GH.
Switching sides.
A-O-K-O-A.
The fight demands it.
Everything is A-OK. Love it in the chat from Mar to Bomb. And a very, very fun first half here of the match. Let me see some good halves in the chat. Good halves. GH, good half. As now, the Marvels get ready to show what they can do on defense. And Acworth, on the flip side, showing what they can make happen on attack.
Right here. Overtake them.
Notbrux. Looks like they're going for side push here. Gets the peek on a chocolate for an early lead. Gavin evens it up really quickly over on B side, on A side. Take a look here as Ghost holding down that corridor. It looks like they're gonna make. Oh, they pick up the sheriff. I didn't even realize that they were holding a sheriff. It looks like they make the call as they're slow pushing towards A. Checking every angle here. Sova still has the recon bolt here, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and use it here. See if they can find Swifty. Spike carrier's down. Not for long as Notbrux gets the plant here. 2v3 situation. They're all coming in high.
One enemy remaining.
Meanwhile, KO on Hell gets taken out here. And now Zool with the defuse. Easy peasy. Another day at work here. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Oh, was that important?
Defenders up 4-9 here just after the flip. Anything can happen here.
Spike sites.
Especially with the two teams of this caliber. The two top teams in Platinum Division. Currently the two strongest, at least by results, the two strongest Valorant teams in all of XP League. The two top teams, the creme de la creme. Let's take a look here. It looks like Acworth is pretty spread out here. Maybe they're going to be looking towards a B-side push. Gavin just checking out mid here. No commits happening so far. Very patient play, but Ivy might be looking to peek out soon. Oops, wrong omen.
Shadows traveling.
And now they've got the intel. They've actually picked up an Ares. And Pollux rounds the corner and is able to catch them out. Go ahead and switch over to Pollux really quick if I can. I think they're still in danger. Oh, but Pollux goes down quickly to Swifty here. And a beautiful spray transfer from Ghost on the Stinger. Nicely done, Ghost. Nicely done. Ghosts got to be feeling themselves this match. You know, that's the second time I've seen them pop off here. Acworth make the call. Hard rotate to B. Looks like they're gonna plant. Yep,
30 seconds left.
Plant right behind sight. Chocolate leading the charge.
Spike planted.
Checking the corners. Nothing but a classic.
Last player
It's gonna
standing.
be pretty hard for them to make this happen here. The Ghost gets another 3K. I think that is that their second 3K of the game, maybe the third 3K. Nicely done to all of the Madison Marvels there. Ghost making themselves known here. Taking a look here at the board. You know, looking at the board, actually, it tells a more even story, I think. You know, even though overall there's more kills on the Madison Marvels side, the whole team is actually, you know, is carrying their weight here. Everyone here looks like they're contributing in a full stack up for B site, for A site. Swifty has their work cut out for them, that's for sure. As they are going for an aggressive push here. Ghost comes in, trades it out with Koa, with AOKOA. Pollux gets the plant.
Spikes down. Placing alarm bot.
Swifty here on top of heaven, trying to get a wall bang. Slowly dodging everything here. Jewel just on the outside of this room here. He's gonna swing through, make the commit, but Strat is ready for it. Beautifully done from Strat.
One enemy remaining.
Swifty goes down, and Ivy catches out the last remaining member of the Madison Marvel squad to close out the round here. And now we are 5-10 here. Solid play from both teams. Looks like Acworth Valkyrie has found their footing here. Just take a run, one round at a time, Valkyrie. One round at a time. Meanwhile, Madison Marvels 2 rounds away from game point. You know, the pressure's got to be on. But these teams are no stranger to pressure. They've been in some of the most high-tech venues of the world in front of hundreds of spectators cheering, screaming. These teams have experience with pressure and they know how to play around it.
Cover going out.
AOKOA gets the cheeky, finds out Swifty in that cheeky little corner there. And now Zool
Time to hunt.
trying to wait out the Killjoy.
Spike planted.
And Zool looking for the retake here, slowly peeking out here from heaven. So many angles. How can you defend it? Acworth playing beautifully right now.
Scanning ahead.
Strat on site. So many different sight lines that you have to try to protect.
My ultimate is ready.
And Chocolate just makes the call. You know what? I'm getting out of here. Save my econ. They've earned that one. But Pollux is out for blood and wants it. As Pollux pulls out and tries to get. If they had just landed one more shot, they could have done it. Beautifully done from the Acworth Valkyrie. Pulling a. Slowly making the comeback happen here.
Together,
I want to be
we
here
will
all night.
bury
I want to
them
see
under their
more
transgressions.
high-level Valorant. I want to see more of the 2 best teams in all of XP League playing it out, playing their absolute hearts out, giving it everything they've got. So please, Acworth, for the fans, make it happen. Let us watch more good Valorant.
Fight!
That's all I want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is more high-level Valorant. And here, the full stack up on B site. There's only two. There's only two. They haven't realized it yet. The full swing. Chocolate only able to trade out. And they've cleared out B site and get the plant started.
Spike planted.
Ghost 10 looking to take the charge here. Checking angles. Drone turret gets a little bit of damage on the Ghost. Only 24 HP. Gavin peeking from the other side. Koa, beautiful peek onto Gavin. Nice little one tap there. For Gavin's troubles. And it looks like Madison Marvels make the call to let him have it. It was too late for the bomb defuse anyways. Best case scenario. You know, they get a couple kills there and mess with the economy.
Just
Valkyrie,
let them
worst
try
case,
to catch me.
you know, their own economy gets much worse. Speaking of economy, dire straits, money-wise, the Madison Marvels, but they know how to play this, and they're smartly spending their money here. I love seeing the judge out on the jet. I love a jet and a judge. You know, that's a match made in heaven. Meanwhile, it looks like we're going for a stacked A push here. No one's watching mid. It's all on Gavin. And it looks like Pollux is going to be the one to peek around to swing around the corner. Whoa, my God, what in the world? What was that flick? Pollux, insane flick. That's how you do it. That's an advertisement for AimLab. The Pollux flick right there. That's what we're calling that now. That's called the Pollux flick. Nicely done, Pollux. The Ghost 10, ready for it. Around the corner. And slow, careful play. 4v4 on both teams. AOKOA tries to get to peek out onto A site, but gets caught out pretty harshly there. I think they've realized. Looks like the Valkyrie have realized that no one's on site for B, and they are going to go ahead and take it. They're gonna get the plant down. Let's see how the Madison Marvels position themselves for the retake. And Ghost is gonna be the first one to peek through. Looking up here. Ivy swings out, gets a little bit of damage. Duel with the blind.
Can't use that. Killed their own.
Starts with one, trades it out.
Last player standing.
Now on site, not Brooks.
Can't res yourself.
Closes it out for the 3K. Nicely done, not Brooks on the jet. Let's take a look at the ultimates here. Ultimates looking pretty scary. Maybe not Brooks will show us what it means to be the fragger for their team. And now it's getting evened up. My wish is coming true. Thank you. Thank you, Valkyrie. Thank you, Madison Marvels. I am blessed to have such good teams playing in front of me today. I am blessed to get more high-level Valorant action. As Not Brooks is looking to make the entry frag onto B site, but Gavin on the other side of it. Not afraid. It looks like they make the call to rotate out. They're trying to get info. They just wanted info. That's all they wanted. That's all they wanted. Beautiful skin here, by the way, if I can say. Omen here on this for the Valkyrie. Meanwhile, Zool catches them out. Sova ult coming out, and Zool dancing around it.
You should run.
Killjoy ultimate. Looks like they really want that A site, and they're coming in. Ghost up on Heaven. No damage. But a lot of sites to try to control.
Spike planted.
Scary situation for them. AOK away. Have their eyes on Heaven. Strat catches out Gavin. And right as Ghost looks away from
One
Heaven.
enemy remaining.
And right as AOK away looks away from Heaven, Ghost catches them out. It's always the moment you look away. Chocolate. In the 2v1 situation, it's 100% doable here if they can land the shot on the pause. And now, a straight 1v1, but they know that the bomb is too far gone, and they pull back towards the spawn. Nice. Amazing play here. The momentum has fully swung over into the favor of the Acworth Valkyrie. 9-10. Keep me here all night. I've got no plans. I'll stay here all night. I'll order Uber Eats and we'll just keep swapping players in. It'll be like that one MLB game that went for 3 days. And let's take a look here. They like the A push. They're gonna go for it again. They don't think. They think. And I think it's the right call because Madison Marbles have pretty much stacked up very heavily towards B.
Watch this.
But they must have gotten some intel because now they're making a pretty heavy rotate towards A. Meanwhile, a couple of peeks happening towards mid here. Chocolate holding it down. Slow rotate coming through. Looks like they're going to try and fake A, go B. Sightlines are pretty scary here. It's all happening rather slowly here. Really slow gameplay coming out here. They've got 60 seconds. They've got time. Chocolate almost catches them out. Go ahead and look at this from Ivy's perspective. It looks like they're the one they're going to be taking point here. AOKOA moving up mid. They're going to be the ones to have to swing out and challenge Chocolate. Chocolate, beautiful
Silence.
Swing. Catches out Notbrooks. AOKOA
30 seconds
trades it
left.
out.
You are
Ghost the only one on site. Gets out of dodge. Now, Acworth Valkyrie on point. Nice little dueling happening on B side here.
Spike planted.
And Ivy, oh my god! Ivy with the 3K. Back to back to back. And now it's a 1v1 Gavin versus Ivy. This is such a pivotal moment for both teams. They have to win this. Both teams have to win this round. This is a huge moment. Gavin, are you about to make the play of the game here? Tense.
Take this. Whoa, whoa,
Tense.
whoa.
It's in the air. Gavin doesn't see him. The beautiful dash gets them out of there.
Gotta go.
They're dancing around each other. They may not even have time to defuse at this point. They pull the classic out, and Ivy with the 4K does exactly what the Acworth Valkyrie needed here in round 20. Round 20. An absolute barn burner of a match. Get hype in the chat. Come on. Come on. Cheer for your teams in the chat. If that doesn't get some activity in the chat, I don't know what will. Let me see some cheers in the chat. And it looks like the pause timer is on. They are calling for the timeout. They're calling for a tactical timeout. That's totally allowed and encouraged here in XP League. So,
Architect, I figured I'd come in and make a cameo, man. I've been watching the stream. It's been super exciting.
thank you. How's my commentary so far?
It's been great as always.
Thank you. Well, you've come in at a great time because they're actually on a tactical timeout right now. Looks like Acworth has called for the tactical timeout and are going to be taking some time here to regroup and recollect. I mean, that was just a big round that we just saw here. Let me go ahead and share my screen here so you can see what's happening.
Yeah, that'd be great because I'm watching on the stream and it's pretty delayed.
Yeah, we've got about a 60-second delay
course.
back there. But man, that was such a big round that just happened. You know, both teams really, really needed that for so many reasons, for momentum, for morale. I mean, that was a huge round for both teams, especially this close to the end.
Yeah, you know what? I love when they take tactical timeouts because that shows that that there's some solid coaching going on, and the coach is, you know, paying attention and is with it and sees that, you know, the players need to settle, man, in a 10-10 situation. And the tactical timeout is it's a smart play.
Absolutely, and these teams' tension is on, but they are no strangers to high stress gameplay. You know, they've been in these nervous situations before, high stakes in many games, but not just on ranked. They've been to North American Finals, penultimate of XP League. Our first and third place teams duking it out right now, right here, for everyone's pleasure. And tell me, how much of the match have you caught so far?
I came in and I think it was like, I want to say it was right before the switch, and the Marvels were up by, I want to say 4 or 5 points at least.
Yeah, they at one point I think they had a 5 or 6 round 6-point lead, and Acworth Valkyrie was absolutely amazing at slowly retaking it, holding their composure, and just taking it one round at a time. But here we are with the A side push, the plant coming down, as Gavin makes to look a play, as they all make to look a play here from Heaven, taking out the strat.
Oh, it looks like the Marvels came back a little strong after that. They've got numbers here. Oh no, Acworth making a 3v2. Whoa, that was quick. Now it's a 3v1. Ooh, take Koa gets the shot off on the Sage, and now they have the lead. Is this the first time they've had the lead all game?
Yeah, that's correct. It is the first time they've had the lead all game. They've retaken it from the depths, from the very pits of Valorant. They have managed to claw their way back to the lead. I have a feeling that these two teams are gonna show us what overtime really means.
Ready.
So, you have a bigger Valorant brain than I do. You know, you can process the game a little better than I can. You know, what's your analysis so far of the teams and their strategies?
Well, so one of the things that that Acworth does really, really well when they're on attack is they pot up and they don't over push. When they come in, they push hard, but they wait for intel and they do it smart. They actually, I would say they're probably the best team in XP League when it comes to you know, thinking out what their next move is before the big push. And you know, Zach's a really great coach there, and works on a lot of strategy with these kids. And you know, they practice and play a lot together.
Oh my goodness, Chocolate with an amazing share.
Big one on Not Rocks.
One enemy remaining.
Here we are.
Goes crazy.
Match point.
Goes crazy. Match point. This is crazy.
Pollux with the Super Saiyan power up, showing us that they've been putting in the hours in the aim lab for sure. Man, this looks like a totally different team. They are looking so composed here. Game point here, 12-10. Look, what I said earlier, I wanted to see more amazing Valorant action. So Madison, please, this is what I want. I want more exciting Valorant action, but they've completely stacked up on opposite sides of the map.
Yeah, that's crazy. They have no one on B. Interesting. Looks like they've got. Oh, he TP'd onto it too. Let them know. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. They go for that intel. So they sent Omen in. He TP's on. He sees that it's clear. The team moves forward. Madison's gonna have to take a hard swing to retake because they didn't have anybody on site. They bet all their eggs on the A side.
And now they're trading out here. Lots of chaos on B side.
Yeah, it's 1-for-1 right now, just trading kills. Ooh, Pollux with a big one.
One enemy remaining.
Pollux with 3.
With triple. Boxing go for the fourth. Oh,
Attackers
Strat
win.
gets it. GG's.
And a decisive final round brings it home for the Acworth Valkyrie. GG's indeed, GG's. What an absolute hype game. What a treat that we've been given here by Acworth Valkyrie and the Madison Marvels.
Fun to watch. I'm glad I got to drop in on you. Always a good time, man.
Well, don't go anywhere. Stay right here. I'm going to try and get a coach and a player from the Acworth Valkyrie to do a little bit of an interview with us. We'll be right back, hopefully with an interview with the Acworth Valkyrie. All right, and we are back with our post winners interview after the match. That was an absolute barn burner. going 22 rounds, 23 rounds between the Madison Marvels and the Acworth Valkyrie. I'm joined here today with exactly the coach for the Acworth Valkyrie and AOKOA, one of the players on the Acworth Valkyrie. Exactly. Tell me a little bit about what your thoughts are on this match and how your team played today.
Yeah, so I think they played really well. It was a bit of a slow start getting used to the other team's composition, how they like to play, how they like to take mid control. And I think we adjusted towards the end of that defense half. And then on attack, they just kind of picked up the ball and ran with it. They were doing a really good job. I think they honestly, the other team couldn't find any answers for what they were trying to do, so I'm really proud of them for it. They had the good mental resolve to not give up, even though it was looking bleak at one point.
AOKOA, why don't you introduce yourself for the stream here? What's your role on the team? Who do you play for your team here?
Hello, I'm AOKOA. I'm the initiator main, Sova main of the Acworth Valkyrie.
Awesome. And so AOKOA, when you guys, looking at the first half of that match, Madison Marvels came on pretty strong and took an early lead. At one point I think they were leading by 6 points. How did you guys maintain your composure? What are some of the strategies you guys used to keep your heads in the game and make that amazing comeback that you guys did?
Honestly, just playing around with it and changing things till it worked. We just make it more of not like getting just beat down, but more of having fun and seeing what works.
Awesome. I would have loved to hear the comms and some of the things that you guys were saying to keep yourselves together. Exactly. Is this pretty typical for the team? Are they, always having fun and trying to keep it light, during scrims and practice and other games?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say so. They're very chill, very light-hearted with how they do everything. They don't get angry or anything like that. They've got super great mental. So I think that really showed here today.
Beautiful. So, I want to ask, as a coach, what is your goal for your team this season?
Well, we had 2 teams get to the top 2 last season, and a bunch of the guys here are actually previous season champions, so we're looking to try and win again. But I'm also looking to just have them kind of improve as players and just learn to have fun with Valorant and not let it bog down or get burned out or anything like that. So, I mean, we're looking to take the trophy, but we're also looking just to grow as players, grow as people.
Beautifully said. That's XPL values if I've ever heard it. AOKOA, as a player and as a member of your team, what are some of your goals for your team and a goal for yourself for this winter season?
Just honestly, I like winning is of course super good, but just to have consistency in how we play together, because either if we win or lose, like my coach is saying, my goal is to work with my team, but just making it more compact.
Well said. Exactly. Do you have any words for the Madison Marvels and their team as we close out this interview?
Yeah, I wanted to say they were looking really good. I think that's probably the most challenging match we've had in probably the past season and like the season before that. And, we've played them on Ascent a lot before, and I think that's the closest that we've gotten when we've played them. So I think they're doing a good job, and they just got to, keep their heads down, keep working.
Beautifully said. Keeping in spirit with honoring the roots of the game, one of our sportsmanship values where we respect the rules, our opponents, the officials, our teammates, and ourselves. These sportsmanship values teach us that a strong opponent is a gift because it pushes us to become more than we were before. It gives us an opportunity to surpass our limits and shows us where we can learn to be better as players and as people. So thank you all today for giving us an amazing show today. Acworth Valkyrie, you guys are lucky to have an amazing coach. Exactly. Thank you so much for fostering these players and helping them grow as players and as people. And AOKOA, thank you for putting in, for you and the rest of your team for putting in the time and the effort required to get as good as you guys have gotten, and also to do it in a positive way. You guys are setting a beautiful example here. Thank you guys so much. Well, we're going to go ahead and close it out today. good games to both teams today. I have been Coach Julian for XP League. Tomorrow, we've got all of our Battle Royale coverage ready to go starting at 11 a.m. EST, right? Yeah. 11 a.m. No. 11 a.m. my time, 2 p.m. EST with Apex, followed by lots of Fortnite action. So keep it right here at twitch.tv/XP League for all the XP League live streams and coverage. I've been Coach Julian. Thank you guys all so much. Thank you and good night.
Check it out.
I'm the coach for XP League and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going.